You ever notice some problems just disappear? One day they're there. Next day, gone. No noise. No mess. No questions. That ain't luck. That's clean sweep disposal. We don't advertise. We don't ask. And we definitely don't leave things unfinished. Routes get cleared. Issues get handled. Situations get resolved permanently. Because around here, if it's still around, it's still a problem. Clean sweep disposal. Out of sight, out of mind. Sure. City stays clean, one way or another.
Mugs, what the fuck you doing in there, you prick?
A Pizzaverse Studios production. Palermo Productions presents Wall Street Wolves, When the Mafia Went Corporate. Written by Bambi Palermo. Narrated by Vincent Vinny DiPrio. You ever notice something? The guys on Wall Street, they look clean. Nice suits, Ivy League smiles, expensive watches. But back in the 80s and 90s, some of those respectable businessmen were taking orders from guys who'd break your legs for missing a payment. This ain't just about stocks. This is about control, manipulation, and legalized theft. This is the story of when the Mafia didn't just run the streets. They ran the market. The new frontier. By the late 1970s, the old rackets were heating up. Numbers games, under pressure. Labor unions, federal indictments. Loan sharking, still good, but risky. So the bosses started looking at Wall Street like, why shake down one guy when we can rob 1,000 at once? That's when they found the perfect weapon. The boiler room. Boiler rooms, the factories of fraud. Picture this. A packed office. Phones ringing off the hook. 20-year-old kids in cheap suits screaming into headsets. This stock is gonna explode, pal. Get in now. They weren't brokers. They were soldiers. The players. You got names popping up all over these cases. Michael Milken, junk bond king, blurred lines between legit finance and manipulation. Jordan Belfort, Stratton Oakmont, the king of the boiler rooms. Salvatore, Sal the stockbroker, Romano, mob-connected broker types. Russian mob crews out of Brooklyn running stock scams like organized warfare. These weren't random scams. This was structured, organized, protected. Stratton, Oakmont, and the Wolf era. You heard of it. Stratton, Oakmont. That wasn't just a brokerage, it was a machine. Young guys trained to sell dreams. High pressure, no conscience. And behind the scenes? Connections to organized crime, money laundering, and stock manipulation networks. They weren't just moving stocks. They were moving fantasy. real cases and federal crackdowns. Eventually, the suits caught on. The FBI, SEC, and federal prosecutors started building cases. Operation Uptick. Microcap fraud investigations across New York and Jersey. Dozens of brokerage houses shut down. Hundreds of brokers indicted. Phones tapped. Accounts traced. Paper trails built. And here's the thing. For once, the mob couldn't intimidate spreadsheets. The fall. By the late 90s, the game started collapsing. Firms raided. CEOs flipped. Brokers turned informants. Millions, sometimes billions, gone. Regular people. Retirement funds wiped out. Life savings gone overnight. And the guys who caused it? Some did time. Some walked. Some reinvented themselves. That's the real trick, huh? On the street, you rob a guy, you go away. On Wall Street, you call it a bad investment.
You ever bet on a fight? And somehow, the wrong guy wins? Yeah, you didn't lose. You got played. Back in the day, fights weren't just fights. They were business deals. Handled in smoke-filled rooms, with envelopes and consequences. So what happens when you got a problem? A loudmouth fighter, a stubborn promoter, or a guy who just won't take a dive? You call a professional. Introducing the Fixer's Kit. Inside, everything you need to keep things predictable. Negotiation tools. Wiring, some persuasion required. Discrete payment envelopes. Unmarked, untaxed, untraceable. Referee guidelines handbook. Heavy emphasis on what not to see. Emergency exit plan. Because sometimes things get messy. Look, we ain't saying every fight's fixed. But the smart money, it never bets blind. And remember, in this game, it's not about who's the better fighter. It's about who already knows how it's going to end. The Fixer's Kit. Because outcomes should never be left to chance. Not responsible for federal investigations, wiretaps, flipped associates, or sudden career-ending knockouts. Use responsibly or don't. And if you think this is just a joke, wait till you see what really happened.
The real lesson. This wasn't just greed. This was evolution. The Mafia realized you don't need violence when you control perception. They traded guns for phones, threats for persuasion, street corners for trading floors. And in a lot of ways, it worked better. So what did we learn here? The line between organized crime and corporate crime? It ain't a line. It's a blur. And sometimes, the guy robbing you ain't wearing a leather jacket. He's wearing a suit, shaking your hand, telling you it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Thank you for watching. This has been Wall Street Wolves when the Mafia went corporate. A Pizzaverse Studios production. A Palermo Productions original. Written by Bambi Palermo. Narrated by Vincent Vinny DePrio. If you take anything from this story, take this. If somebody's pushing you hard to buy something, it ain't for your benefit, it's for theirs. Hey, if you like this kind of breakdown, real stories, no bullshit, stick around. We don't just tell stories here, we expose them. Subscribe, hit the bell, and stay sharp. Because out here, everybody's selling something. And not everybody's telling you the truth. You ever wonder who really takes out the trash? Not the sanitation guys. Not the city. Nah, I'm talking about the guys behind the guys. The ones you never see. In the streets of New York City, Newark, and all across New Jersey, garbage wasn't just garbage. It was power. It was territory. It was war. Routes weren't assigned. They were owned. You didn't just start a carting company. You needed permission. And if you didn't ask, you didn't last. Behind the scenes sat the families. Genovese crime family. Gambino crime family. Lucchese crime family. All carving up the industry like a Sunday dinner. Only this meal came with contracts, kickbacks, and bodies. They called it the cartel, a quiet little system where prices were fixed, competition was buried, and every dumpster had a price tag. You think it's just trash? Let me tell you something. One route in the wrong neighborhood could get you a visit. One missed payment could get you disappeared. And then the suits showed up. Federal Bureau of Investigation. Wiretaps. Undercover rats. Years of surveillance. They called it cleanup. But this ain't the kind of mess you sweep under a rug. Because when you follow the garbage, you find the truth. And the truth, it stinks worse than anything in those trucks. This is a Pizzaverse Studios production. A Palermo Productions original. Trash Wars. How the Mafia controlled America's garbage. You don't control the trash, so you control the city. Coming soon. Admiral Impeach's Iron Fist pasta sauce. The sauce that conquers continents. You ever eat a bowl of rigatoni and think, hey, this could use more global domination? Well, now you can, with Admiral Impeach's Iron Fist pasta sauce, made from real tomatoes grown in embargo zones and simmered down with top-secret military spices. One bite? Boom. You'll be planning invasions from your kitchen table. Features. Explosive flavor. Detonates on your tongue like a 50-megaton meatball. Classified ingredients. Even the FDA ain't cleared to know what's in it. Battle-tested recipe. Perfected on submarines, backrooms, and meetings that never made the papers. Mikey the Hammer. I put this sauce on my steak once. The steak tapped out. Nick Palermo. I spilled a jar on my shirt and 3 guys declared me their capo. Lopez. Legally, I gotta say don't buy it. But unofficially, best damn sauce I ever used to bribe a judge. Special offer. Order 2 jars today and get a complimentary ceasefire breadsticks. They'll stop any argument in its tracks. Admiral impeaches Iron Fist pasta sauce. This ain't Nonna's recipe, unless Nonna ran Black Ops.
If Bambi Palermo ever rolled up on me, I'd stuff her in her own trunk.
What the fuck you doing in there, you prick?
There's smoke in the sky again, so I'm getting high again. Take another hit to the diaphragm. I never drew the diagram, how to deal with this shit, so I still and lie again. Whoa, you're my dream, you're my nightmare. Life is a bitch, she don't fight fair. Leave you right there, I was hoping that you'd notice my despair. Run away from the pain, I don't care. Cause first day in sight, the violence. Turn around and then day in fight, the silence. Burn it down and I think I need some guidance. The kids don't stand a chance. No, the kids don't stand a chance. Old man trouble back again, fucking up my plans like oh no, oh no. I'm back to the black again, getting fucked up again, oh no, oh no. Old man trouble back again, thought I had the upper hand, oh no, oh no. I'm back to the black again, getting fucked up again, oh no, oh no. This cycle is repetitive, sex, rock and roll sedatives. Degenerates need medicine, spend money for the hell of it. I don't give a fuck what they selling like I'm celibate, no. And I know I'm a piece of shit, should've learned by now. Peace needed quick or a piece of it. In school they ain't teaching it. Each of us trying to find release, but it seems a bit slow. First day in sight, the violence. Turn around and then they invite the silence. Burn it down, I think I need some guidance. The kids don't stand a chance. No, the kids don't stand a chance. Old man trouble back again, fucking up my plans like oh no, oh no. I'm back to the black again, getting fucked up again, oh no, oh no. Old man trouble back again, thought I had the upper hand, oh no, oh no. I'm back to the black again, getting fucked up again, oh no, oh no. I drink, smoke, whatever you selling, I'm a sick joke. My president's a felon and I can't cope. I'm in love with the pain, so I stick poke with my kin folk. Give me drink, smoke, whatever you selling.